guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Jay-Z accused of violating a minor alongside Diddy. Jay denies it.
That's the title?
Should Beyonce leave Jay-Z?
Ooh, that's the title?
Yeah, let's see what Impressive got to say.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. Y'all, this has been a wild year, but this year keeps getting crazier and crazier because now it's been reported that Jay-Z...
You know, yesterday you talked about, I don't remember his name. Oh, I remember, Uncle Murder.
I talked about Uncle Murder?
Yeah, you did. You talked about Uncle Murder.
What I said about Uncle Murder?
You said, when we did the mashup.
Oh, that's him? Okay.
Yeah, who does like a rap summary of the year. And how did last year we reacted. He would have had a lot of shit to say this year, that's for sure.
Oh my god.
Allegedly are the 13-year-old girl along with Sean P. Diddy Combs.
You know, it was just his birthday on the 4th.
Yeah, I remember. I heard you were listening to the Breakfast Club.
Oh.
Housing. Now, for those who don't know, back in October, there was a lawsuit filed by one of Diddy's alleged accusers, and at the time she was 13 years old, and she claimed that she was trying to get into the MTV Music Video Awards, and she ended up getting picked up by one of Diddy's drivers, and she was driven to Diddy's after party. And
how does that even make sense? What is a 13-year-old doing by herself trying to get into MTV?
Well, what year was this? Did she mention what year?
10 years old, and who filed by one of Diddy's alleged accusers, and at the time she was 13 years old, and she claimed that she was trying to get into the MTV Music Video Awards, and she ended up getting picked up by one of Diddy's drivers.
I feel like if you live in the area, is it most likely you could pop up. It would be weird if she was coming from somewhere far away trying to get into the MTV. But if you're like, I don't know, some kids are like
by yourself with no friends.
I don't know.
Like, I feel like you can do that with your friends. We have like a group of friends. Okay, they're like, oh, let's try it. Okay.
But we don't know the full story.
Driven to Diddy's after party, and at the party she claims that she was drugged and she was taken advantage of by Diddy and another unnamed celebrity male, while an unnamed celebrity female watched. So now it's being revealed that Jay-Z was the unnamed celebrity male who allegedly took advantage of this 13-year-old girl. Now, do we know this to be true?
I mean, this has been a long time coming. I feel like we heard about, something coming from Jay-Z, Beyonce been quiet, Jay-Z been quiet for like, half a year now? Mm-hmm. So this was kind of been a long time in the making. So I'm not like surprised it happened. It was kind of anticipated. The age is disturbing, 13. That is very disturbing. But, let's see what you gotta say.
Or not, we don't. We don't know if it's true. But I will say it is a horrible look for Jay-Z because people have already been leaking Jay-Z's name to Diddy. And so to see that he's been
And you know why everyone is like kind of like now putting everyone's name into the hat of who did it, who done it, is because of what we've seen of P. Diddy and his friends. So it's like birds of a feather flock together. Like, if you know your friend is doing this, do you co-sign this?
But you said if you know, but the question is, do you know? How can you prove that Jay-Z knew it?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, I don't know how many people they can hang out with that they can relate to. So it's like a small group of people. I would think, the people that you do hang out with, a little bit of their business. Because it's such a small group that Jay-Z's not gonna hang out with regular people. He has like limited people who he can hang out with. Now,
but did he hang out with Diddy like that?
I mean, you see them together.
Well, no, right. They're acquaintances. They're in the same industry.
They've been to each other's house.
But by hang out, I mean like, on Saturday, let's go hang out at Diddy's.
They're most likely to.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think so?
They're most likely to. Why not?
I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying I don't know that.
I don't know, but the likelihood can be high because I would think who else, I would think they would hang out with each other.
Something so heinous, it's just a mess. Now, Jay-Z did come out and vehemently deny these accusations.
I mean, of course he denied. What's he going to say? He come out and say, oh yeah, I did it guilty.
I was shocked that he said no. I was shocked he said anything at all.
So you think he should have just stayed quiet?
No, either like sometimes people take the tactic. I'm not gonna address anything I know for a fact is not true. But what's the point to give it life?
I mean, it is pretty egregious. I think he had to say something. That's very
that's the thing. That's the thing. It had to hit him hard, and in his statement, when he mentioned his family, I think that's why he felt like he had to say something. This is not just about him. This is like hitting his family too and everyone associated with him, his business and everything.
Yeah, because 13 years old. Isn't his daughter around that age?
I don't know how old is Blue.
Let me see. Yeah, because 13 is that is very young. Blue Ivy, her name is?
Blue Ivy Carter. I think she's maybe 12.
Well, 12, 13, same thing as. Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 12. She's about 12. To turn 13 in actually less than a month. Yeah, she's about to turn 13.
Wow.
So yeah, he has to explain to his daughter that is that age.
That's tough.
That is tough. That's tough.
Actually came against the lawyer representing this accuser named Tony Bugsby. For those who don't know, Tony Bugsby has been representing like over 100 of Diddy's alleged victims. And in the victims' lawsuits, they also mentioned other big-name celebrities. Now, Tony Bugsby himself has been criticized and accused of extorting celebrities. You know, some people were saying that he was trying to get celebrities to quietly settle so they won't have to worry about their names being public in some of these lawsuits. And what I'm hearing is some of them did already settle, but one of them who was refusing to settle was Jay-Z. And Jay-Z, I believe, was a powerful John Doe.
It could be not because they're guilty, but they settle because they don't want to even want their name out there to be associated with this?
Yeah, settling is not doesn't necessarily imply guilt.
Oh, that's tough. Because it's like, do you really want your name to be... What's the cost of my name associated with this, you know?
Well, to be fair, Jay-Z's name kind of already been out there associated. So that's why I said it a little bit earlier. It's nothing, like, I mean, it is new that the details are new, but we kind of been hearing that, you know, it's coming, kind of forgot about it because it's been coming for so long, but I mean, it did come eventually. Because it's been being said, you know, like, oh, why is Beyonce, you know, how's Beyonce going to do, like, all that. So I don't know.
Who is trying to sue Tony right now for extortion. And Tony did respond to that lawsuit. He said, I've been sued in Los Angeles in a last-ditch attempt to stop me from revealing names in public lawsuits. It won't work. The irony, the suit against me was filed by a powerful John Doe. Here's my full statement. We won't allow the powerful and their high-dollar lawyers to intimidate or silence SA survivors. Tony went on to call the lawsuit laughable, and he said that the demand letters he sent did not include money. He claims that he was just seeking confidential mediation on behalf of his client, and I guess that's standard practice in law. Now, Jay-Z did respond. He denied the allegations, and he said, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Bugsby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away.
How would you even prove a criminal complaint? Because, you know, criminal bar is high. How would you even prove that would happen, like, I don't know, a decade-ish? Nobody said the time, so I'm assuming it's not like in the past couple of years. How would you prove that? For a criminal case. For a civil case, who knows, you know, that's just... For a criminal, though, I don't think that's something provable to begin with, even if it did happen.
But we have been seeing a pattern, because even when we see with Cassie, it was a civil lawsuit.
Yeah. But with Cassie, we actually had proved the camera.
So she could have gone criminal too, don't you think? I'm not too sure, but...
She may have, but how does that benefit her? If she goes criminal, she doesn't get the payday. He goes to,
I don't know about that. I honestly don't know.
Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Bugsby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I have to sit our children down, one of who is at an age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people.
Yeah, for Blue, it's a little embarrassing, friends and everything to get drive through there, yeah.
And I can imagine as a parent too, like even, okay, so let's say my kid is friends with Blue. at that time and moment, okay, my friend, my child.
Oh yeah. Other parents would know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we will have to take a space because even if maybe I don't think it's true, it's just for that to even be tagged on you.
Yeah.
I have to protect my child.
I get it.
I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure
maybe Blue don't even have a birthday. How's she gonna have a birthday? Maybe just
at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and a human spirit. My heart and
I
think
think in America, 13 is a big age to celebrate too. It's like first like teenage years.
13?
Yeah, not 12. 12 is you still like a 12 is like you're a preteen. When you're in your teenage years, you're 13. It's like a big party they typically do for 13.
I guess.
Who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance.
But okay, so if let's assume this is just a witch hunt, like he's looking for money. Because we don't know. Essentially, this accusation is accusation. We have yet to see proof, so we don't know nothing. What if this is not true and he's just looking for money? Can Jay sue him? Not even sue him, but like file a criminal complaint for like slander or something. Because monetarily sue him for slander, sure, I guess, but
I would think so.
Because this is big. That like, if this is not true, to like kind of an attempt to tarnish his name like that, that should not be like criminal. That should be punishable by criminal. Like,
I think they would have to see if the person had valid evidence to have this kind of assumption. When police have to find like evidence to even create a warrant.
Yeah, that's criminal,
pursue.
Not pursue.
Yeah, no, but there's like standards that is necessary. Right. So even if it come out not true, if that attorney supposedly had like evidence for him to feel this way, it's not slander.
Right.
It's not baseless. It's not a baseless claim. It's wondering if the claim
but
has
I'm saying
legs.
Assuming it's baseless. If
assuming it's baseless, of course he could come after you. You have no reason to put this claim on me. And I have he's gonna
come after civilly. I understand, but could he come after criminally?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. I never seen that actually. We only seen that kind of with Tasha K and Cardi B. When Cardi B, she proved how she physically suffered from what Tasha K was saying, and monetarily we seen that she faced the consequences of Tasha K, but she doesn't have to sit in jail for what she has said, and what she has said is just as bad to what this guy is saying.
Really?
She would make crazy claims about Cardi B, about her character and how she get her money and her health, which were all untrue.
Yeah, but that's not as bad as this is. Like,
I feel like it's just as bad. No, I'm not gonna. It's not a race, but
it's not a race.
The way Cardi B felt, she felt like she was in the hospital. She was like going through like thoughts that wanted to off herself. That's how bad it was. So when you have those, it's really bad.
Sir, in a cheap suit. Ooh, wait, shots fired.
Wow,
you have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I am not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake psychics, and believe... Was that a shot at Jaguar Wright and Sloan Bella? Will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. That
did you get this reference? Because there was a lot of the reason why there was talks about Jay-Z in the first place, I think, is because there's a psychic online that's been making like some predictions, and she's very serious, and she did her predictions on P. Diddy, and because those predictions were deemed like successful, they're thinking that this is also going to be correct too as well. And there was the other person, Jaguar, who went on to the Piers Morgan show, and she made claims about Jay-Z that was like there was no like feats to it to make it true. And Jay-Z actually went and sent a cease and desist to Piers Morgan and forced him to do a public apology.
To kids would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. So Jay-Z means business. He means business. So he's going to war with this lawyer, Tony Bugsby. Tony did respond back and posted his Marine picture and said, recognize this guy? This is a picture of the Weapons Platoon Commander, Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 4th Marines from our Old Western Pacific Cruise book. Despite a coordinated and aggressive effort that has included harassing my kids, contacting my clients and former clients to encourage them to sue me, contacting my colleagues or former employees asking if I've abused them, showing up at my current employees' homes to harass them, filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrageous assertions to anyone who will listen, and having mysterious people follow me and my family, I am still that guy. I won't be bullied or intimidated. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my clients, and the truth will be revealed. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I'm quite certain the sun is coming. Woo-wee. So Tony said he's about that action. He said, don't play with me, play with your mama.
That was a bar. Wow. The last line, that was a bar.
Don't play with me.
Sunlight is the best disinfectant, the sun is coming. That's hard.
With your papa. This is a mess. This is really a mess, and it's not funny considering the gravity of these allegations. It looks bad. It really looks bad. And we don't know if Jay-Z is guilty of what he's being accused of. Jay-Z seems like he's really willing to fight for his name, and I think that's the right thing to do. But I will say he made a mistake by going about it the way that he did. Really? Because if he actually is harassing Tony and his family and trying to get dirt on him through his colleagues or sending his legal team to smear Tony's name, it does look dirty. And when you play dirty games like...
This looks like an episode on Power.
Yeah, those does look, like a TV show.
This is crazy.
I gotta agree with her. Yeah, if he's truly innocent, then I don't think that.
But don't you think that's part of the strategy? Like when you get to that kind of money, those attorneys, they're gonna find every way possible to shut this down. Is this part of the practice? Is knowing your opponent.
To come have the guy followed and everything, it just looks sketchy. It looks sus. Like, if he was truly innocent, he's like, okay, show, put your money where your mouth is, show me the proof. That's all he got to do. He don't have to go do those extra shit.
That's true.
If he starts doing extra shit, it looks like it's not that he wants to resolve this just by, I didn't do it, period. There is no proof against me. He's looking to reserve it by... some other means.
Because you don't want family to be brought into this too. Because you don't want no one to come towards your family and harass them the same way. Give that kind of respect.
Like that, people will play dirty games with you. And it kind of looks like you're bullying people and threatening people behind the scenes. See, I think Jay-Z could have been very effective in proving his innocence without having to use tactics like this. And I honestly believe that if he did not come after Tony in this way, Tony would not have disclosed his name in this lawsuit. So this is why I think Jay-Z made a horrible mistake by coming hard at the lawyer and using dirty tactics like this. And don't get me wrong, he has every right to defend himself, but he should have done it a different way, because now that his name has been disclosed, it just adds more fuel to the rumors that he and Diddy were in cahoots and doing crimes together. And we don't know if that is true or not. We don't know if that's true about Jay-Z.
Well, I understand what she's saying. How does that add more fuel to the...
What do you mean?
I don't understand what she said. She said, it just adds more fuel. It doesn't really add nothing for me. It doesn't change nothing that he... But let's re-listen what she said. I don't know. Maybe I misheard it.
Hard at the lawyer and using dirty tactics like this. And don't get me wrong, he has every right to defend himself, but he should have done it a different way, because now that his name has been disclosed, it just adds more fuel to the rumors that he and Diddy were in cahoots and doing crimes together. And we don't...
Yeah, so she's saying just because the guy's name was disclosed adds more fuel. I don't know.
I think it's because everyone was thinking about it, but no one was actually saying, like...
No, but how is his name getting disclosed?
No, because now his name is on it. It's tagged,
Jay-Z's name.
Yes.
Oh, I thought they were talking about the lawyer's name being disclosed.
No. Because before it was under John Doe. Now it's under his name.
Okay, got it. I thought it was about lawyer's name being disclosed. I'm like, what?
Know if that is true or not. We don't know if that's true about Jay-Z. But his name is being continuously linked to Diddy. And now he's actually being accused of committing crimes with Diddy. Even if this is not true, it still looks bad on him. We all know how accusations can affect people's reputation. I mean, look at what happened with Jonathan Majors. Before he even went to trial, people already deemed him as guilty. You know what I'm saying? When you have bad press like this that's accusing you of something so heinous, this will affect everything, and it will change the public perception. If Jay-Z loses favor in the public, it will trickle down to his businesses, and he'll start to lose favor among his partners and investors. it will also affect his wife Beyonce as well. Because let's be honest, Beyonce is getting some blowback too. And she's not being accused of anything, but she's being deemed guilty by association. So this will affect her businesses as well. It will affect her brand and her reputation. It might even get so bad to the point that she will have to separate from Jay-Z. And I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen somewhere down the line. But if this story gets more inflammatory and it blows up more, I think Beyonce will definitely have to leave. Now, I don't know if she'll be able to escape the scrutiny because she's been around Jay-Z for so long. She's been married to him, so she's had to have known something, right? I don't think the public will let her completely
That's so
off
interesting.
the hook,
What's interesting?
Like, I didn't think that it would also have to lead to her being divorced from him.
To me, too, I disagree with her that she has to divorce him. I mean,
that's interesting.
if he is guilty, then that's a different story, you know. But
everyone's on the presumption, maybe then.
But if he's not guilty, then just because he's being accused, why would she divorce him? Because he's being accused, like, isn't she supposed to have his back? So I just leave him because he's being accused of this? Come on, like, you know. I don't know why she should ask to leave because he's being accused of it.
At least
That's
right
just
now.
so,
I
like,
think right
selfish.
now. I think right now.
Yeah, but still, that's so selfish. She just, like, what happened to the meaning of marriage at that point? Then why are you married? Just be, I don't know.
But if he is found, like,
No, if he's found guilty, that's a little different. Then, because
Yeah.
if you don't leave him, then you support that kind of behavior, kind of by staying. So you have to leave. No, if he is guilty, but we don't know that. We haven't seen any evidence. We haven't seen nothing. It's just, you know, right now somebody said something, you know, and as you said, there probably has to be some sort of base evidence to even bring this up.
Yeah, because you can't just.
Yeah, you can't just. Yeah, you're right. I don't think you can just say something with absolutely no evidence. No, I think no court would let you file that. But
They will let you file.
they will let you file.
I think so. Yeah. And then they do investigation on it. There has to be like a discovery process, and that process is that when everyone goes through it to see, okay, is there anything basis? That's where you show your supporting evidence. So you can file, and then after in the court, they'll ask you show your supporting evidence.
But it's still the attorney's reputation on the line if you do file.
Yeah, that's
so
true. Of course,
the attorney cannot just file baseless suit because if he can get disbarred for that, if he goes in front of the judge and you know the judge can literally disbar you for that shit.
I wonder. If he was more banking on for the settlement or not, because I don't know if they was even offered, because I don't know.
He said Jay-Z denied the settlement. That's what she said.
But
she said what?
But didn't he said he didn't say for a settlement?
No. Jay-Z said well, she said in the opening that he tried to settle and he settled with a lot, but Jay-Z said nah, fuck your shit, and he refused to settle. That's why he's bringing this public. He didn't want to name him publicly, but name him. So I do think he was banking on the settlement, but well, that ain't happened. So you know.
I wonder what was in that.
If things really start to hit the fan, I think she could be able to salvage her brand by separating herself and denouncing Jay-Z. If it gets to that point, she's going to have to do it. Now, once again, we don't know if Jay-Z is.
I mean, I don't really see why her brand should suffer if he did anything.
Wait, if he did or didn't?
If he did, even if
no,
he did.
it does. Oh yes, you know what they do to Nicki Minaj?
What did they do to Nicki Minaj?
Because of who she's married to.
Okay.
Her brand has, I feel like, taken a hit. I feel like a lot of people are not really too happy who she ended up with at the end of the day.
Okay, but how does that affect her brand though? Like
I do think she could be making more money. That's what I will say, based on my opinion and others.
Okay, I don't know. To me, Nicki's just music wasn't hitting the same way, so that's why I feel it is what it is. It's not about her husband, but I mean, she obviously. But you know what I'm saying is though, if he did do it, let's assume he did do it, and she leaves him, why would her brand get affected? I don't see why would it affect. He is the one that in this situation. It's not like.
Well, I think that's why it'd be interesting to hear from the person who's bringing the claim, saying that the grown victim now, to see what she has to say, because that can be quite convincing to people enough to know, okay,
that Beyonce was in on it.
Well, no, I'm not in on it, but it's still supporting an abuser. Like, if you stand by him, like, you simply, have you not seen in social media when somebody do something small? But that it cares. These people do care. If something like even the smallest, bad decision a person has made comes to light, people are quick to denounce and be critics over it, okay? So it will play a role into her career. She will take a hit from this.
I don't see why she should. She hasn't done anything.
It's just if you're standing next to the person or not.
I don't know.
Guilty of what he's being accused of. But these accusations are definitely hurting everything that Jay-Z and Beyonce potentially have lined up. Jay-Z could have handled this differently, but he decided to use his bullying tactics against Tony. And now...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The bullying tactic, it's a little sus, though. If he just...
I feel like...
just brushed it off, dirt of the shoulder.
I feel like because he's mad. Obviously, this is an emotional response.
True. That's true. That's how you kind of deal with shit in business. But this is a little different. This is very public. This is no private matter.
I didn't think that was the best strategy for him to do either.
He's getting the worst press of his life. This is horrible, y'all. This is very horrible. And like I said, we don't know if these allegations are true. I do hope that he's able to prove his innocence if he is, in fact, innocent. Now, if he's not innocent, then, he need to be under the jail with Diddy. But if he is, I hope he's able to prove that. But it's not going to be a pretty road for him right now because it's just opening up a can of worms. And I do hope Jay-Z's closet is clean because if one person comes forth, it could open the door for other people to come forth too. So
I do think that is going to be really telling if there is other people coming forward. Start like kind of how Diddy started out. It's a little different now,
I think last year around this time, this was happening to Diddy.
Because one person, it's he said, she said. It's 10, 15, 20 people. It's kind of a pattern at that point. I don't know.
And then they're gonna be looking at Beyonce. 15 people
can come up with identical lie. I don't know. I mean, obviously we have to see evidence. Innocent until proven guilty of this country.
Jay-Z better make sure that he does not have any skeletons in his closet because them bones are going to come flying out. And it's not going to be pretty. Y'all, what do you think about this? This is really a mess. All I know is Jaguar Wright is going to have a field day. Like Jaguar Wright, she was really the one who opened the floodgates of hell.
So that's the psychic?
No, Jaguar Wright is she's like a blogger, I believe, too, as well.
On Jay-Z when she went on Piers Morgan and claimed that he was just as bad as Diddy. Oh, why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
And then Piers Morgan...
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
And he had to issue an apology.
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere. Forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away.
But she's being very ambiguous in this statement. Oh, Jay-Z and Diddy are monsters. They could be monsters in different ways, though. Diddy is a molester, allegedly, right? Because he's not proven yet, is he?
I don't know.
He's not sentenced yet, is he?
No, he's just in the jail.
Right, so he's still allegedly. So Diddy is allegedly a molester. Jay-Z could be a monster, because in business you kind of have to make it to that level. There's a little monstrosity involved. You have to crush other people down. So you could be like a monster / heartless, and you crush small businesses, you crush your competitors. That is a monster. So she's being ambiguous. She's not exactly saying that they're the monsters in the same way, though.
Without a response, that changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs
he got the wrong
have
friends.
one person in common, professionally and privately.
If she is naming them with him, then I guess that's what she means.
So you mean to tell me you have all these friends and you didn't know anything we got going on? And he was never involved with you in the room?
Yeah, it's hard to defend that. It's a little hard to defend that. Yeah, I don't know, it's a little hard,
And I noticed that, when the person who, for example, Jeffrey Epstein, after he went down, anyone who had a photo with him, they cut strays. Even if maybe they weren't involved, they took a hit too.
You know who never took a hit?
Who?
Trump.
No.
He was besties with
but
all of them. He had to know his.
but
Motherfucker, bulletproof.
Yeah, but they criticized him too. Doesn't mean it was not in topic
Guess
of discussion.
What?
I mean,
guess
they do
what?
say no. Listen. But it's still tag associated with him. Doesn't mean it's good for him.
It's good for him. He's the president. That's good for him.
Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
Jaguar started all this. She started all of this. Anyway, tell me what y'all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
All right.
Can I see the comments real quick? I feel like overall, I've been noticing like people wants to see more. Like we want to see more because right now.
Because people like tea.
No, in the sense that we want to understand like evidence. Like we want to see the evidence. Like they saw like with Cassie. Once you saw the video, ain't nobody was denying that.
The fact that he refuses to take a DNA test says it all.
Do you know what this is about? This is about supposedly he has a kid before he had his other kids. And this lady was saying that she would have involvement with him and always push for him to take a DNA test, but he refuses to do so.
Why should he?
Because she feels that's the father of the child, like, and that she's been involved with him.
I mean, I'm sure if she had some proof, she could compel the DNA test.
I don't know.
Can't you compel a test? You can't compel a test through court. If she, to me, if she just
I
says
don't know,
it, why
but
should
he
do
has
it?
a legal team that can help. I don't know if there's a way, a loophole out of it, but.
Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. That part is a little sus. I ain't gonna lie.
Especially when she had all the photos.
Yeah,
and you remember, he was from
all four of them motherfuckers, and he's alongside of them. That is a little. It's hard to defend that. That's. I don't really have a response to that. Jay-Z officially has 100 problems.
I saw this joke.
He does now. And the bitch is one. Of course, he's going to deny it. Yeah, that was coming. You know. Yeah, Diddy deny him. True. In the worlds of Lord and Hell, how are you gonna win when you ain't right within?
Oh, wow.
People starting to step away from celebrity. And I never understood celebrity worship to begin with. That's a very interesting concept to me. It's the last month and people are still being exposed. Cat Williams is a forever iconic percent.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm telling you, Uncle Murder this year, gonna be caliente. People in the industry have said Jay-Z's evil for years. He's surrounded by the predators, this kid. Yeah, well, evil, as I said, evil doesn't have to be in that way. Evil could be in the business way to, as I said, to accomplish. You kind of have to be if you're a good, kind-hearted person, you're not gonna be no billionaire. You're gonna be too nice. You can't be nice if you want to reach that level. He didn't even technically deny allegation. He did though. He said, if you have proof, let's go, show it. He kind of, to me, that was a denial. No, I kind of felt he did deny it.
I feel like his statement to say that he has to talk about this with his kids and his kids and his family overall. I feel like he denied it.
No, I feel so too because he said false accusation. I felt like he denied it. I think this person wasn't listening. Beyonce ain't going over either. She literally has several songs going on about how she'll run away with him, and she stayed after all that. Yeah, she's too well groomed. That's an interesting point. She was with him since she was very, very young. But
that one got a lot of support.
I don't think she should go yet. If he is, however, somehow proven guilty, then that's a different conversation. But right now, you can't just leave him because he's being accused. And you're one problem.
But I think she's scheduled for a performance at the end of the year. Something for the football. I guess there's football going on at on Christmas Day.
Really?
Yeah, and she's scheduled to do a performance. So yeah, guys, of course, we'll stay tuned to this with any updates. Let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord and Zoys. Share as much kindness as possible. Bye, guys.